darlings, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video I have something I don't think I've filmed before, and that's things I regret buying. So here are things that either I think are not worth your money, or they don't perform as well, or whatever the reason is. I put these things here to show you why I'm not happy with that purchase and why it's not like the best decision ever. So maybe they can help you as well at deciding with your purchases and what kind of stuff you want to buy as well. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. My name is Petra, and I usually put this like makeup, skincare, fashion videos for you guys. If you watched me before, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate it. And before I start rambling like crazy like I do, let's get straight into the video. So first thing that I have is these two e.l.f. Putty blush and bronzer as well here. How to put this? Yeah, they look like this. Honestly, I was so excited when e.l.f. got out with these two products. They are $6 each, but my problem is these are dry as hell. Like for example, this bronzer, as you can see, I was trying really to use it, but my problem is they kind of look patchy and dry on the skin. You can see a little bit here, like they are just way too dry in my personal opinion, especially because they're like in this spot. I think if the formula was different, they were like in some maybe stick or something, I think then that would be different. But because it's like this, you have to put your brush inside and then put it on your face. I find them just way too dry on my face, even though I have combination towards oily skin. Same with the blush. I mean, as you can see, I tried mixing it with some like liquid highlighter to make it work, which I mean, of course you can do, but on its own, again, I think it's just a little too dry. But I think especially now that we have so much better products on the market, even at drugstore, I think you can find better quality bronzer and blush than these ones. So I would say stay away from these. They are not, even though they are very affordable, I don't think they are worth it, and there are better things to choose from. Then another drugstore regret, I can say, are these NYX lip pencils, but very specific ones. This is NYX Suede, I guess that's how it's called, this matte. I'm gonna try to show you here. I don't know how much the camera will want to focus. Anyways, it's Suede matte lip liner. I find these ones way too dry. Like these, I think are very hard to work with, even though I got them because I like the shades and everything. But let me show you. You really need to like press it down to get it, and I find that really hard on your lips. The color is there, but the formula, in my personal opinion, is just way too dry. So it's very hard to work with. While on the other hand, I love their other, which is this slim lip, I think that's what it's called, lip pencil. So this is like suede and matte, and this is just regular, I think it's called slim lip pencil. I'm sorry, there is something humongous on my window. Oh Lord Jesus. So yeah, these were quite a disappointment, honestly, because like I said, the suede lip pencil I loved very much, so I thought, oh, this should be good then as well. But in my personal opinion, just way too dry, at least on me. Then next, another lip product is this Marc Jacobs. Let me show you. Marc Jacobs lip glosses. You would ask, Petra, why would you have two of them if you don't like them? First I got this one, then my sister actually bought this one for me, and I use this one more because it's in this very nice like clear pink color. I first hate the smell of them, so I'm not somebody who really reacts to those things usually extremely, but if I tell you the smell is not the best, then really it's not the best. But even that part, it's not what really makes me regret purchasing this one. Is the formula is just so sticky. It feels like you have glue on your lips. It's just too much. I mean, they are not bad in terms of how they look. For example, I'm gonna put this one here. I mean, they give a nice glow, that's for sure, but they are just too sticky, too like heavy on your lips. You just feel them, in my personal opinion, way too much on your lips, and I think they're much better products to go for when it comes to lip glosses. So yeah, these basically just stand in my drawer. So yeah, if you were thinking of maybe buying them, I think you should better save your money and buy something else, like for example, like I said, Tower 28 or Maybelline or Fenty or basically any other, because I don't think these are really worth it. Then next, I think this is gonna be very controversial because whenever I find like reviews on this product, it's always like the best possible thing, you have to have it, this is like a game changer and everything and so on. And I'm talking about Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Filter. This is a foundation or primer or whatever you call it. I got a mini one to try it, and honestly I really do regret buying it because I really don't understand the hype about it. I mean, sure, the applicator feels luxurious and everything and so on. I don't like this product because when I put it on its own, first of all, I have oily skin, so in summertime, as you can see, I can't really use products that are gonna make me even more shiny, and this gives me, in my personal opinion, if you have like combination towards oily skin, it doesn't give that beautiful glow. It looks like you've just died from humidity and your face is sweating for next 5 persons next to you. And also it makes all my pores and lines even more visible in some way, I don't know how. So when I would wear it on its own, I really wouldn't like, especially in the summertime. First, I can't because I really look like a hot mess, but also it would just make my pores and lines look 10 times more bad than they actually are. I can understand why people who have dry skin or normal skin maybe really love this, because for them, I'm sure it gives that glow, but I think, like I said, if you have combination or oily skin, I don't think this is really for you. The only way I could use this was as a kind of primer, in terms of like I would mix it with my foundation, again, before summertime really kicked in. Anyways, for me, price and what it looked on my skin really made me regret it, and I tried it on so many different ways, and I really wanted to like this product and wanted to work for me, but honestly, I don't think it's something I would purchase again. Maybe it's something that when winter comes, I would use more, but I don't know. I mean, it's for me personally just a little too much to, you know, I have to dance around for it to work the best, just to use it like in certain areas, because I can't put it all over my face, and then I'm like, it's $40 and I just use it somewhere as a highlight. I can actually get a really nice highlighter that's half the price or something like that. So if you have maybe oily combinational skin, especially in the summertime, I don't know, I would say maybe this is not the best product for you. So like I said, guys, please do let me know if you used it, what was your experience. Am I the only one who didn't really like this product? And I think the product was so overhyped that I really don't see that for me. I don't think it's like, oh my god, life-changing or something like that, honestly. Then I have 2 more skincare stuff, and then the rest is like fashion stuff. First is something that I bought most recently, and that's this La Roche Posay Tolerant Moisturizer, Double Repair Matte Moisturizer. So I got this. It says for oily combinational skin. I'm a little bit guilty because I didn't even read this matte part, because I'm a person who's not always super looking at some details when I'm like excited about something, like, oh great, so tolerant and moisturizer. I didn't even read the matte part. What drove me the most is because I throw the box, but I think it's like without alcohol, parabens, silicones, all bad stuff, so the formula should be very clean. And I love tolerant cleanser for oily skin, because I understood that tolerant is like a more like a towards sensitive skin and effective enough, but kind of gentle kind of range of products. So I had a really high expectations for this. I thought it's gonna be like a great moisturizer for summertime for oily skin, but for me it's just too matte and not hydrating enough. It's not matte in terms of, oh, my skin doesn't look radiant. It's instantly when I put it, I just feel my face is not hydrated really deep inside, and I know my face and know when that is. And it's not like, oh, if I add something a little bit more, you know, it would be then too much. No, I can do like full face of other things, and it's basically like I didn't put anything, and I can put full on next moisturizer on top for it to work. Actually, maybe for somebody who has really oily skin, I think then for them it would be good. But if you have any kind of if you have skin that's dehydrated in any way, I think this is maybe not the best possible moisturizers. Again, I think there are better versions. Maybe if you pair it with some great hydrating serums as well, maybe then it would work. But if you have like me, any type of like combinational skin, so my skin is not same everywhere, like my cheeks and this area like around my mouth needs more hydration. This is something that maybe it's good for my forehead basically and my nose, but for the rest of my face definitely not. So I would say it's more for really oily skin and not for combinational one. Then next, this one hurts very much because again it's something that I heard only like the best things like when it comes to reviews and recommendations. It's Roche Posay Vitamin C serum, and this is my second bottle. So I tried very much. My problem with this product is I know that vitamin C is highly unstable and you look at it wrong way and something goes wrong. I completely understand that. My problem is that this is, if I'm not mistaken, $40. I mean, this was in the fridge in dark. Do you see how much it oxidized? And this is the second time. It lasts maybe a month and then it oxidized, and there's nothing I can do to stop that. And like I said, I've been keeping it in fridge. I keep it in like a very dark spot in fridge. I put it outside the fridge in like complete darkness. Every possible thing that you can imagine, I've done it, and again it oxidized, and of course in a month I can't use it whole. You really don't get what you paid for, because as you can see, I think I have it up to here, so I used barely a half of it, and now I have to throw it out. Again, this happened also once before with my first one, but that one I was using when I was traveling to Belgrade. So I was like, okay, you know, maybe it happened because I was traveling with it. I was taking with me to, you know, Serbia, then to Montenegro and all of that, and oxidized. I was like, okay, maybe, you know, the traveling part was the problem. So I gave it another chance, and again I gave it the best possible conditions, and again happened. Even though I know that's something that's not just happening with this vitamin C, I'm pretty sure, but I feel like I have to dance to it, give it like sacrifice, and I don't know, pray to the gods so it works and it doesn't oxidize. So I'm just like done with it, even though everybody says, you know, it's great, and you know, for me it's not worth it. I would rather give a little bit more money or find something else, you know. Definitely won't be purchasing it again. I have to obviously buy a new vitamin C. I can't say does it work or not, because you have to use it for much longer period of time to actually see some benefits. I think there are, or at least I believe so, there are much more stable versions of vitamin C out there that you can pay and actually get the money you paid for, because this is just too much money for how little actually it lasts. It oxidizes like this, and you don't get the benefit of using it and the money you paid for. And like I said, I feel like I have to like dance around it and just don't even look at it while I'm using it so it doesn't go bad. So this was a bit of a disappointment. If you tried this one and this one worked for you, please let me know what were you doing so I can try it. This is just not doing it for me, unfortunately. Then next thing that I have to mention here is something that I don't do quite often, I have to say. Sometimes don't like sit back and think, okay, is this trendy, or you know, I like it just because it's trendy or it really suits my style or what. So it kind of falls into that category, and that's this bag, which I bought. Thank God it was quite cheap, so it's not about the money, but I definitely regret buying it because I haven't worn it not even once. This was like quite a trend. I mean, think people still wear these kind of bags, and it's not the problem that it's a trend, it's just this is something that's really something that suits my style. Other kind of very similar to this kind of bags that I have, like a black one, but it's more shorter but taller. It's much more my style and I can fit more things. But I think this was just like a impulse purchase where I wasn't really thinking, and I was just like, oh, it's a cute, you know, trendy bag, I won't wear it and whatnot, and I didn't wear it even for once. This is something I definitely regret buying because it just sits in my closet for nothing. Speaking on that subject, I have to mention some shoes I highly regret. For example, we have these reddish, but it's like a brick red color boots with this heel, like a sock boot kind of style, which was quite like trendy a couple of years ago. And again, I love actually the shape. I love that it's like a sock type. It's very, I mean, it looks very, very flattering on your feet. It heel is not too big, it's walkable and all of that. But I never wear them. Main problem is this is not something I wear on a daily basis. I'm not a heel person. I'm not somebody who you won't see on a regular basis during daytime rocking heels. I'm more like flat sneakers and stuff like that. And for some reason, even though I love heels, don't get me wrong, I love heels, but for some reason when I was finally able to buy stuff, I got so many heels, but not really walkable ones. For example, I have this gray one here, which look also misguided, really nice, but I mean, do you see the heel? It's the size of my head. Worn it once, by the way. Then I have this, who remembers when these were very, very popular, also worn them once. These are even good because they're actually stable, but this in front just cuts into your fingers so much. So I definitely do regret buying all these heels because they don't really fit my lifestyle. And when I go out, I'm now in that age, I want to feel comfortable. I don't want to walk in something that I can't walk, I can just stand. Like for example, these ones, they look, I mean, your legs look, and your feet look so sexy in this, but me personally, I can't walk in them. They're just not meant for walking, they're meant for standing basically, and that's just too much for me. I'm somebody who wants to walk and just enjoy their night and all of that. These ones are the most usable actually because they're a boot, but I had to mention them here because, and I don't think I worn them 4 times in 4 years. So for me, that's like a sign of like a bad purchase since you're not really wearing it. Again, nothing wrong with the boots. I'm gonna try to style them more in fall time and winter because again, I really do like this color. I think it's great. I think they would look awesome like with jeans and like different things, but it's just not really something that fits my lifestyle and my style as well. I'm more like a, when it comes to shoes, like more flat and casual and stuff like that. So yeah, a little bit of a regret there, I have to admit. I wanted to mention when it comes to shoes to give you like a other option and like just better side of the story. For example, I have these heels here, these black ones and the white ones here, and this is something I found actually that I don't regret purchasing because it's kind of heel that actually I want to wear. So when I actually wear a heel, I actually go for something like this and not for these kind of heels that I showed you previously because I can't walk in them, but this is something I can walk in. It's definitely more comfortable and it looks like this. The heel, it's not too high, but it's high enough so you know your legs and feet look very sexy and all of that, and you love wearing them, but you don't hate yourself for wearing them because the heel is thicker, so it's much more stable. Also this one, the heel is smaller, so it's not hard to walk in them, and again, you get what you want to, you know, get from wearing heels, but in more wearable and realistic way, at least for myself. So you know, if you are like me and you love shoes, I love shoes. I could buy shoes all the time, and I love heels. Every time I go to store, I'm like, oh my god, these heels are beautiful, and I constantly have to restrain myself from buying something because I'm like, I'll just spend money on something that won't fit my closet. It's not something that really fits my lifestyle, something that I would wear to work or something like that because I'm not comfortable or whatever the reason is. So just think before you buy, is it something that you really gonna wear enough, and just don't collect too many high heels that you wear too little, basically. Then next is also something that it's more of a lesson, let's say, at least for me, and that was this very nice blue floral dress from H&M. But what's the problem with this dress is I ordered it online, and when I'm in store I always check, like, composition is something I'm always checking, but when I saw it on website I fell in love with, like, the blue color and everything. I just ordered it without checking the composition, and it's 100% polyester, and for me it's a huge regret, because again I think I've worn it twice or something like that. It's just something I can't do. Like, I don't have armpits that are built for polyester in summertime, and it's just a big no. The dress in itself is beautiful, but this is something that would be great if it's cotton or viscose or some linen, even better, or whatever, like a natural or something wearable material it is. Polyester, buying stuff that are polyester are something I regret the most. Of course, there's so many reasons why we shouldn't buy polyester, first ecological and all of that, but on the other hand, I don't want to come across as somebody who judges people or something, because for some items of clothing, like for example sweaters and stuff like that, you don't really have a lot of options. So sometimes the most affordable and the best option that you have is polyester. But at least when it comes to summertime, I have to tell you, please don't get polyester stuff. You're gonna regret it, especially if it's like a dress or anything tightish like this. This honestly is just like I mean, just wasted money, wasted production energy and everything, because it's not wearable. It's not pleasant for you to wear it. So I definitely regret not checking the composition of this dress, and I think it's much better to save money and buy one dress than having 2 or 3 that are polyester, because if you have cotton or linen or even a viscose dress, it's gonna last you much longer. It's gonna be much more comfortable for you to wear it, and I mean, it's just gonna stand the test of time. And so yeah, this is something that it's definitely a regret. Just sits there like that, and that's quite sad if you're asking me. And last thing that I have that I wanted to mention is something that, again, I feel it's gonna be a little bit controversial, and it kills me to mention it, but maybe I won't be proven wrong. And those are my Doc Martens. Honestly, I know I'm a big, before you come for me, I'm a big Doc Marten fan. I love them all. I think they're so cool. They look so good on your legs. I love them, but they're so freaking uncomfortable that for me, I regret giving $200 for a boot that I don't wear enough. For me, the most important thing is, if it doesn't matter if something is cheap or it's expensive, but especially if something is a little bit more expensive, it doesn't matter if I'm wearing it all the time and it pays off and like cost per wear is like $1 basically. But this, for me, it's just too much money for something that I'm wearing not quite often. First of all, they are super uncomfortable, and I know everybody knows that about Doc Martens, and everybody say, oh, you need to wear them to break them in. I've been wearing them for a really long time, but they're not breaking in. And again, I can't wear them constantly because I get blisters, and every time I wear them, even if it's like for an hour. After an hour, my blisters are there, and even because of that, I got this version which has like this thing inside, so they're actually much more soft and comfortable from the inside than like the classic ones. They're heavy to walk in because these boots are really heavy. Like I said, even though I love them, like you feel like you have like cement blocks on your feet. But even the heavy part I would survive. It wouldn't be like the deal breaker as much as how uncomfortable they are. They kill me here in the back, even though I got them even a little bit bigger. Still, every time I wear them, after like an hour, I get blistered, and I have them for more than 2 years actually. I really try every winter. I'm just like, okay, let me, give it a try. And every time, after like an hour and a half, like I said, I get the blisters, so I can't wear them constantly. Because for me, it's kind of regret, because I really love them very much, and in my opinion they're just too expensive, a lot of money to give for something that's gonna stay in my closet, and I thought it's gonna be a good thing I can wear with everything. And style wise it is, but for me just the comfort, it's not there, and they're what I can't wear them all the time and just end up wearing them a couple of times and then regretting because I got the blisters. So yeah, please don't crucify me in the comment section, all you Doc Marten lovers. I'm one of you, but they don't love me back. These are all the things I wanted to mention. Please leave me a comment down below if you tried some of these things and what was your like experience with them. Also, what's your like regret purchase of a year, or generally when you think about things you regret buying, what's the first thing that pops at your mind? I would really love to know, so we can exchange our experiences. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my videos, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!